Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, teacher.
We are, and we have entered the month of Elul, and it is the time for our spiritual preparation for the high holiday season. And one of the traditions is to read Psalm 27 every day. So I have a particular interpretation. I want to be clear, this is an interpretation, not a translation, of Psalm 27 that I particularly like. And I am going to start us off today reading it to you. So this is Sheila Pels-Weinberg's interpretation of Psalm 27. Awareness is sunlight in the mind. No one can take that from me. Awareness is my life's stronghold. It absorbs all fear. The hindrances and defilements are as close as my flesh and mind, but they dissolve in the light of being known. Even though I feel assaulted by hostile forces, my heart remains confident, balanced, and patient. I seek only one thing alone, to connect to this moment, nowhere else, only this, nothing less, my palace in time. When difficulties arise, I have a hiding place in my own heart, a secret tent where I can go and feel safe, a rock to rest my head upon. Greed, hatred, and delusion don't stop coming, but when they are met with a spacious heart, they don't stick around, leaving me so grateful. I want to sing out loud. Listen, world, the power of love sets me free. When I turn to face my heart, and everyone and everything is revealed. Let this truth not be hidden from me. If only I could remember always what seems so clear right now. Wisdom would guide my every moment. Awareness and compassion would be a father and mother to me. But I can follow the guidance of those who have walked this path before, trying to stay alert to the obstacles along the way, because delusion and hatred aren't disappearing so fast. Still, I affirm my faith in the power of goodness. May we take courage. May we be strong. May our hearts be so filled with love there is no room for anything else. May we see the arising and passing of all conditioned things. May we open to the unconditioned, Yud-Hey, Vav-Hey. So I think there's so much in this interpretation that we could unpack. And what I'd like to do today is really just look at that first stanza. So I'm going to repeat the first stanza. Awareness is sunlight in the mind. No one can take that from me. Awareness is my life's stronghold. It absorbs all fear. That very first line, awareness is sunlight in the mind, really kind of grabs me, if you will. When I am aware, there's light shining. There's the ability to see and to know. And that's a good piece of what that line means to me. And then, of course, I can't help but think that awareness is the light shining through the cracks. And then I can't help but think about Leonard Cohen. The mind just goes and goes and goes, right? It's one thought after another. And that's the way the mind works, one thought right after the other. So I am going to suggest that in our sitting today, we think and let settle that notion of awareness being sunlight in the mind, and how awareness can really help us cope with fears and discomfort. So if you like, you can use that line as a mantra. And of course, that's not necessary, right? So it's whatever works for you. But the focus really is on awareness and heightening our awareness of what's happening in this moment, right now. So with that kind of attention, let's take our seats. And I invite you to just bring your shoulders up and back and down. Your neck is long, your head is reaching up to the heavens. Your shoulder blades have slid down your back, almost as though they're lifting your heart. And you're sitting well supported in a chair or cushion. And your feet are flat on the floor, also really well supported and grounded. And let's take a few nice deep cleansing breaths. Breathing in as fully as you are able. Holding that breath for a moment. And then exhaling slowly and fully with your mouth open. And making sound is good. So one or two more times at your own pace. A full inhale, full exhale. With awareness of how we're sitting, maybe extending that awareness, doing a slight body scan, either starting at your feet or at your head, noticing any tension that you're holding in your body, any point, any place. And simply noticing, not judging. And maybe paying attention to any other physical symptoms, sensations. Awareness of what's happening inside your body. And we'll sit in silence. So I invite you to begin taking a few deeper breaths, beginning to bring your attention outward, and very slowly and gently, maybe starting to move a little bit, and taking your time, opening your eyes as you're ready, no rushing. And I'm going to share a poem that I've shared with many of you before, Self-Acceptance by Dana Falls. In the midst of difficulty, my curiosity is piqued, and I am the lance of self-inquiry into the center of my deepest fears. I give myself permission to feel exactly what I feel, to be just as I am, and in that self-acceptance, I find energy, awareness, and 1,000 gifts I never guessed were within me all along. So a breath or two, and we will turn off the recording and see what we would like to share. Whoops.